back underway. Just seeing that this guy Soma 250 has just entered the fray. I can see my note from, actually got the 2nd of May, is that he had, it's good that we have proper date format here too. I'm guessing that if you, I don't know, if under the .com version or something, that would be 0502, which is just stupid. So, but anyway, I actually put May in here anyway. He's an interesting player. He put him in caps here. Does he ever raise without a badugi? And then I put that he was too active with an 8 badugi. He went too far with it. And another note, which is interesting, is he actually picked up a snow. See, some people never do that or never attempt to catch a snow. And these were at the 550 tournament, slightly bigger. The play of the weekend. I basically never get to play them because I play tennis then. So he's got a queen, and that holds up, right? That's no good. Oh wait, hang on, yeah. Now, so, yeah, I mean, you can see, you'll be able to see now why, hence, why I made those comments earlier, that it's a bit of a, that it's kind of a bit like a turbo tournament. It's a bit of a crapshoot, really. I don't think, no matter how good you are, and and I certainly think this game is very beatable, but your ROI is probably not going to be that high simply because of the variance. You've got people who are just, people are terrible, but most of the time you've got just like a few big bets. And I mean, at the moment I've still got a few, but in 4 minutes, we'll be up to 400 big bet, and I'll be looking at 10, 11 big bets or something, right? So, which is kind of okay, but I'm getting the odds to call here, 5 to 1, I guess. Okay, I'm double suited too, which helps. I guess I draw to the 8 here, but I'm not loving this. I'm gonna call, but I'm gonna fold to any bet here, I think. Yeah, because I'm not closing the action. He could raise, and I've got a crappy draw, 8-4-1. He's probably got a really strong 3-card. Oh, 5-3-2, yeah. I mean, what was interesting, he called with 7. That's pretty marginal. A few ways him out of the way, but no. And what you're going to do, it's like nasty shot. Okay. Now I've hit well here. I don't know what to do, which one to get rid of. Oh, but look at you. You've just now, are you slow playing there? I actually don't know. It's... What are you going to do here? Okay. This is a bit awkward, isn't it? Now he's drawing 2, right? So now maybe I'm just going to freeze this one, okay? Problem here is that I don't want the other player to okay. Okay, now I'm not gonna draw. Okay, I'm just gonna check it down. Maybe he yeah, I think he was slow playing something there, right? I mean, he was slow playing. I mean, that's just insane. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're never gonna. So I mean, you're never gonna get me. I'm not gonna ever do that, right? Just don't do that. I mean, I guess. So I need to put him on slow plays, big slow plays. Things you don't see that very often because you just don't get very many. Big hands. Okay, so I mean, how do you balance that, right? How do you balance that? This is the problem here, is that people are going to have huge hands, because, you know. So I haven't even seen him play for over 3 months. Well, I think I haven't got any notes in the last 3 months, so, I mean, the thing is, you can go a long, long time before it's slow played. I just want to get the money in there, right? I mean, if you look at it, was he in the big blind, or was he under the gun? I guess he was under the gun, right, so, I don't know. Because it's not unbeatable, that hand either, right? It's not unbeatable. I mean, I'm raising that up, right? Okay, you got a bunch of people in there. And I mean, you got me in the hand that I otherwise wouldn't have been, right? But the other funny thing is, you see, I had a draw to the nuts. I mean, I could have beaten him there. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's what I should be doing. Maybe I need to be slow playing. I need to be just open limping all my sixes and no other hands. I mean, that's what I need to be doing. So as an exercise, he had, what did he have? 6, 5, 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3. So there are 3 sixes worse than his. He had the 12th best hand in the game. So, yeah, you're going to get that about 0.1% of the time, roughly. That or better about 0.1% of the time. Because you're about 1 in 11,000 to have so that's useful information that he does that, though, because I mean, maybe the thing is, I don't know what to do next time if I'm in that situation, but it's just going to happen so infrequently. And I mean, you see a lot of people playing really crappy badugis like that too. So, well, yeah. Just, okay, this is it. You know, I've basically got no chips left. It feels that way. Right, I've got about half what I started with. So he's now. So I've been sitting here for an hour. Okay. So I think I logged in about that makes my life way easier. It probably saves me 200 there. Oh, it's got capped. So he's so short, he might just be getting it all in with anything. So, yeah, I thought he probably wouldn't have a badugi a lot of the time there. Man. Look at the size of this pot, though. I mean, this is the other ridiculous thing, is the size of the pot relative to people's stacks is enormous. So, you know, look, he had an absolute garbage hand there. Well, I guess I have to 3-bet if anybody raises me here. I'm really not liking this. See what he does. I'd like you to get out of the way. 3-bet you, right. Oh god, I'm probably run into a badugi here, have I? 1 in 16 chance he has a badugi, but... Okay. Could have... I don't think I can fold here. He's hanging on to this, but I don't want to fold. Okay, well... he's probably still got me beaten, right? Okay. Oh, wow! How did you not... Whoa, 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 whoa. How did you not? I mean, how did you not? keep betting that. That was just completely insane. What was it, a 9-6, 9-6-5-2, whatever it was. I mean, that's just insane. I mean, the knight, that's a huge, you got a huge hand there. 9-6-5-1, whatever it was, doesn't actually matter what I say. Just make it right if you can. 6-5-1. So now this is it. You know, you lose a few pots, and now you probably, you know, showdown, less than half your showdowns. We're not going to be here much longer. I said how long will I, how and when. We got a better idea of the when now. The how will is still a lot more in doubt. And the short term, of course, being lucky is always gonna trump being good, and you know, in the long term, being good is gonna help, is gonna be of some use, but in over 70 hands, being good is of limited value. And I don't even think I'm that good, but I think I'm better than a lot of these people. So he's limping in. His limp range now is really wide. I mean, I still, you know, like that Ogotop who was at the table right at the beginning and he got moved. I mean, he basically doesn't open limp anything. He's in much better shape than me. 61. How many big bets have I got? Not many is the answer. So he's just limping in. That will encourage other people to limp in. And even if you raise, I'm calling that. But you don't, so. Well, improved vastly, but you drew one, so I can't bet here. If he bets, I can raise it. I guess I have to get out of the way, right? It's like 1980. That was a good year. The trouble is he's Pat here, so I no longer really. And I guess this is one reason why, right? 2001. I mean, the fact that he limped makes me think that he. But he limps really strong stuff too, right? And he's Pat too, right? So I have to beat. Well, again, you know. I mean, I guess he didn't start off with the 3-2-1, but who knows? Yeah. God, yeah, okay. If you raise, I still. Okay. Let's see. And that's no good. Let this one go. Assuming somebody bets. You bet. I'm out of here. When was the last time I actually won a pot? It's been a while, hasn't it? Let's see, this is it. Yeah. There we go. I think it was just before the break, right? I haven't won any pots since then. Well, not now. I would have opened it if. See, even he's opened them. It's like almost everybody does it, and I don't. I'm a small minority of people who don't open limp in this game. I'm pretty sure I'm right and you're wrong, right? But so yeah, so funnily enough, I had to, as I said, I used to play on PokerStars years and years ago, in 2009, well, 10, 11, 12 mainly. And then I stopped. I think I might have played like a tiny bit in like 2014, just a tiny bit. Interesting that he's sitting out. There's free money there. I'm going to raise that on the button, I think, that hand. But in Romania I had to set it up under the Romanian license, like a different site or whatever. That one go as well. So I had a kind of a similar name before under the old site with some numbers at the end, but I decided this time I just wanted to be Pluto Man. That's the name I use for all my, like, basically it's my online name, and because I think it's cool. And anyway, I just thought, oh, putting numbers at the end is just a bit lame, isn't it? So what can I do? Somebody already had just Pluto Man, so I could have used the 0 as an O or something, but I just so the one cool thing about this one is it allows you to use other characters, like umlauts and acute accents and dollar signs and stuff like that. So I thought, well, I'll stick an umlaut on the O. I thought that would look nice. I kind of wish now I'd really kind of flip shit and put like a circumflex on the U and one of those Swedish ring things on the A, and maybe even the tilde that they use in Spanish on the N. But I kind of missed a trick there, I think. But hey, but it's good that they allow, because people, not everybody's an English speaker. The vast majority of people are not English speakers who play on here. I would say native English speakers, I mean. And they may even have these symbols in their names that allows people to, put their name in, as their username, right? Without, authentically. Or if you are a native English speaker where we don't have these characters in our language, and you have these funny symbols, it just means that you're a bit mental, really. So you can just show that you're a bit mental. That's pretty cool. What do I want to do here? I guess I call and draw 1. I mean, he's been raising fairly wide, I think. There's a good chance. What's going to happen here? Let's see. That's not much use. He's pat, right? So, okay. Okay. Well, actually, now, I might just go with this now. I don't know. I can't get away from it, right? He's probably. I mean, okay. I'm not necessarily gonna. Right. Well, he's been happy beat a lot of the time here. No, he doesn't. I survived. 8-6. Well, honestly, I thought I was heading home. I get a reprieve, everybody. Wow, that's a surprise. I was and I've got complete junk here. So I guess if my name was like German or Hungarian or something, it would be like Pluto-man or something. Sounds kind of cool. Pluto-man. $963. So you didn't even have a 963. Okay. Well, this is going to have to be a raise. But if somebody else comes in front of me, what do I do here? I'm going to fold. It's probably really, really tight doing that, but I think his range. So either 3-bet that, and you could, what's his range like? There's a lot of badugis and a lot of really strong 3-card hands, and the fact that he was so passive with what he had before. Wow, they've both got big hands now. Might have been just as well I got rid of it. I mean, I just don't know. Oh, wow! Oh, wow! Oh my god. Gonna fold this, it's really, really close. Ugh. But I don't have good blockers, that's the thing. If I had good blockers, I'd have raised that up. And he went just batshit crazy with that thing, didn't he? Whatever he had there. And just see what was going on. God, that fold looks tight, doesn't it? We've got to let that one go. Let's see what actually happened. Off! That's just unbelievable. Went crazy on the river with K1041 against opponent who was never folding. Okay. That was just insane. So you get some weird stuff here, right? Anyway, you're number 4, you got the 4 flex 10 in the game. What's he got? Lukey with double I. That's fun. I mean, that raise there, I thought that was like 50-50 or something. I had the best hand at best, 50-50, but all my stack was basically going to get in there, so it was like, might as well get it in then. So I'm going to break a better hand, that's the only thing about the problem with that though. So we're going up to 600 in a few seconds. And I've got total junk. He might. It's interesting, this guy. Now he's got to get 3-bet. Haven't seen you before, and it'll be very interesting to see what happens. You see some people like this who don't know what they're doing. Often they buy in a little bit late. So let's see what you do. Drawing 1. He's representing a really good 3-card hand. Yeah, you got 3-2-1, right? Oh no, you know what you're doing. It's alright. You know what you're doing. This is not a good hand. But there's no buts about it. It's so 22 players have gone out of 62. I'm not one of them, surprisingly. Of course, quite a few of those 62 haven't been playing for very long. Why am I? Oh, my notes are showing up. I thought, why are my notes not showing up? It's not. It's a little bit of a barren run of hands here, honestly. But that's okay. So I'm down to like exactly 1 in 4 hands where I've seen the draw, and a good deal of these have been where I've actually had a free look in, say, the big blind, or they've just completed the small blind or something. So, or where I've just called a raise pre. So yeah, interesting. Yeah. So I mean, the big hand, I guess, in this, I don't know, there's been a few big hands, but the most memorable one was the one where he slow played a 6-5-3-2, 12th best badugi. And it's useful, actually, by the way, to know what he had. He showed his cards there, so let's see what he had. He had a Jack 5-3-1. It just folded around to actually sort of walk. No. All in with a 2-card draw. I don't really. I mean, he's played a few hands, but Lukey's up to over 4,000. So he. Oh wow! Look at you. Fold. So how many big bets have I got left? I've got about 7. Just over 7 at the moment. I mean, it's something to play with, but it's not great. This is the problem though, is that what's the average stack? I guess it's a little bit more than what I have, or very similar. It's probably about the same as what I have. Yeah, 5. Yeah, it's the average stack is 7.5 big bets. That's nothing. And then you really notice it when it hits 4 and 800. It's if you're still alive in the tournament when it hits 4 and 800, which is always at about 7:30. We're coming up towards 7:26 at the moment. I've noticed that it's 7:30 when you hit that 400. Oh shit! Someone's I just brought up Skype. Yeah, I think that was the guy who told me he couldn't come this evening, and that's why I'm playing at the moment. Again, more junk. Another thing that you'll notice, a lot funny little thing, is I'm just below the average stack, and just above the median stack, and that's very normal. Although I'll be below the median stack as well, probably after the next 2 hands if I just have to fold. But yeah, you find the median stack is somewhat below the mean stack. And I think that's even more pronounced in a no-limit game or pot-limit game. So are you the chip leader in the tournament? You? I guess you are. You've got about 13,000. There's somebody else on 12.5. Somebody else on just over 10. So 3 over 10,000 at the moment. Yeah. Now you're up to. You're not far behind that either. But this is what some people call a slam dunk fold, even against. I mean, your raising range seems to be pretty wide. So 89 hands. I guess my kind of median outcome for number of hands is probably about what we're on now, actually. So, about 50% of the time I get knocked out by about now. But yeah. And more garbage, right? So just got to be patient. A lot of this is about patience. Oh dear. I mean, even getting whatever to 1 there. I mean, I've just got complete, complete junk. So still haven't got any notes on you, Lukey. Obviously know what you're doing. You're running reasonably well. Had a couple of 2 or 3 big pots that you've won. Now you're in wow, yeah, you win that, right? 5-3-2 against 6-2-1. Now I've got a decent hand on the button here, but if somebody limps it, I have to fold now, unfortunately. I think I'm a bit unfortunate that he's so short. He's probably going to get it in with quite a wide range. Yeah, I mean, on the button that's a very clear open, but let's see who's here. We got this Ogotop, good player. Jay Go Black, he's a good player. He's a big winner. He's played, I don't know, about 85,000 tournaments or something. Let's just 10-10-9-9, no suits. Just thinking about like Omaha 8. That hand would probably be junk in that game too, right? So this Rubilar from Chile. Some people say Chile or Chile, but I just say Chile. So you're up to over 15. Played a hand for absolutely ages. Good 3 card there. And a another new one. Okay. Keep it down. Keep it down, everybody. What notes? A lot of notes, I think actually. That was so weird though, but you know. I guess I just don't know what he was playing at there, honestly. We've got Hapes, so we've got like interesting interjections here. It's the interjection tournament here. We've got Hapes, and then we've got the other interjections here. That's more junk. That's not a bad hand in 08 sometimes. Probably better in Omaha High, but I don't have a clue about that game really. Can't see any other interjections. Fab! I guess that could be an interjection, right? Fab. Protoctic. What an interesting word that is. Sounds really quite, I don't know, fecal, doesn't it? Protoctic. Oh gosh, you had no idea. I didn't see. So you've got no idea what you're doing. You do see this sometimes. People just before his range is so wide, and also he's going to call here. It's probably spew. I don't know. Damn, I have to call here as well, I suppose, right? Okay, he doesn't bet. Well, that's insane. And now I completely brick out. So he still doesn't bet. Wow. I mean, do I bluff here or what? I'm not going to bluff. I'm just going to check. I mean, I have to fold. I mean, it's just that was just an insane hand. I mean, he's got. I mean, I don't know. Doesn't always bet when a card ahead. I mean, you should always bet there. Always, right? I mean, it's just insane not to. And then we've got this other guy here who doesn't know the rules. And you see this quite often, especially people who buy in late to these tournaments. So unfortunately, since I had that reprieve where I hit, where I had whatever I had, I made that 8 badugi to survive. I've just been very, very card dead. Haven't had anything. But of course, again, the problem here is you're dealing with such tiny sample sizes that, you know, I say that's probably only like 20 hands or something we're talking about. I mean, actually, I sort of have a rough idea. I mean, this is good enough to raise if it folds around to me. It doesn't, I'm out of the way, right? This could be it, you know. I'm going to give this up in a hurry. I guess I just have to call and then fold now, right? It's just some weird stuff going on here. I just don't have the odds to call him. He's not going to fold, so I mean, to just do that. I mean, and he could be slow playing something. He might just have. It doesn't even matter if I have he has a crappy hand though. I have to fold. I don't know. He's sort of, people are kind of polarized there into. I mean, again, I mean, I'm three betting every pat hand there, right? So now I haven't won any pot since. I haven't even looked like winning a pot. I haven't looked like being close to looking like winning a pot since what was that? And since I hit that 8, so I'm really kind of up against it here a bit. That's so weird. And it's very frustrating as well when someone just calls you a raise. You're the aggressor before, and you're the one who has to fold. I mean, and so it's. I mean, you could, and you don't have any fold deck. That's the other thing here. You don't have enough chips to really try and get him off his hand or something. Just because this is a tournament, and I mean this is complete junk out here too. I mean, even against a random random selection, random cards, you are way behind. So this is frustrating when you're way behind, like the 50th percentile. Your hand is like, you have to play that as a naked 3, right? So like the 85th percentile or something, that hand. So it looks like this is going to be a standard tournament for me where I don't get anywhere near actually making the money. And again, I've got an absolute. Oh well, the only thing is, of course, if anybody even does anything, I still have to fold. I guess I have to fold this, right? My only hope, and it was a forlorn hope, was that Anna, being sitting out, was that everybody with the dead money there, everybody could fold around to me. But that was an unlikely scenario. You see, Lukey, he had over 8,000. He's down to basically the same as me. So now, this tournament just shows you exactly what I mean. And I can't play this either. Somebody's probably going to come in anyway. Yeah, I'm going to let this go too. And he's limping in. I mean, yeah, okay. I think if I had like ace 2, ace 3 or something, and there's just the limper and not you raising, I would, I'd overlimp that. Maybe even raise, I mean, who knows. So I'm actually up to the 3-figure hand mark, which, interesting. Celebration, everybody. I've survived more than 100 hands. Should be a prize for that, because it's actually not that easy to do. The Romanian, one of my, I guess, countrymen at the moment. I will open this on the button if it folds around to me. Not now, though. Let it go. So we've got like 4 minutes, 4 minutes before the late registration closes off. Big pot again, over 5,000. And your queen is good enough, right? And, well, again, I've just been really card dead. I actually had some pretty good hands at the beginning, actually. I think I actually made, what was it? I made number 2 at one point. He's got 3. He's just rebought. I'm not certainly won't be doing that. I just don't see the point in rebuying when you are, because then you have like he's got what? He's got 3 big bets, right? I don't see the point. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it actually, but it's not like, say, the bounty tournaments that I sometimes play in, which, I mean, that's where it's deeply wrong to do that. It's now 2 minutes to go before the late reg finishes. I'm still getting nothing, right? I just don't have anything to go on at all here. More people are joining. We now have 96. So like, what's he gonna do? He's got even fewer chips than me. Somebody else has just been knocked out. So I wonder if we'll get over 100 people in the tournament. Of course, the guarantee's been hit. That's about 80 people for that. It's packed. Somebody thought it's going to be gone. Phew, what do I do here? I'm going to go with it, you know. And I'm so short here. I don't see what else I can do, really. Hate playing this sort of hand up front, though. Okay. Oh, wow, okay. He hits, good luck to him. And he doesn't, and I survive. Wow. I mean, Queen 8 is not something you want, basically, ever. But, I mean, he was just happy to get it all in, right? I mean, I guess against the raise I have to fold this, but if you raise, I think I'm going to have to call. And my hand is pretty... Okay, I'm going to call you. What's he going to do? Okay. I'm going to get all of this in as well. Okay. I'm not going to fold, not going to break or anything. I'm going to break too. And that holds up as well. So I have 2 lucky hands there. What do I do here? I'm going to fold now. So somehow I survived that little spell where, you know, I was a big underdog to still be in the tournament at this point. And I still only have, well, I'm going to have 4.5 big bets. That's going to go down to under 4 pretty soon. But I have, hang on, I have survived until after the late registration period. So no, didn't quite get to 100, but 98 players. What a bugger that, there's people sitting out. I don't have a hand anyway. Yeah, just sit tight here for a little bit. Well, see what I get, right? Wow, we're short-handed, right? Again, more junk. I haven't had any decent hands for ages. I mean, even the 2 that I so this, I wonder if that guy cross-kiss is... No, he kind of bought it in a 3rd time. The late registration finished by then, so he's... Might be seeing him again. Decent player, I think, actually. Wow, 25. Look at that. 25. Hell. Down to 40 now, 5 tables. I've just been moved. Barney, I don't know Barney. Oh, what do I got? Snowed, well that's interesting. I don't know, I've got a garbage hand here. Once again. Well, you're giving me a chance here. Draw 3, need to improve drastically. And I definitely do, right? I guess I'll raise him there. Okay, whew. Can I bet? Yes. Wow. So, well, what a hand that was, right? What a hand. I mean, he just bet folded on the river. I mean, that was some extraordinary stuff. And that's limped. I mean, I'm just going to complete here. Not loving it though. There's always a chance that the guy in the big blind is going to raise. I've got trip 3s, a whole lot of blockers, but I can't call a bet. I just can't. Let it go. 7-6 then. Okay. I think this has actually been quite a good tournament for like illustrative purposes here. So another thing I wanted to say is when I joined, I didn't think I'd get the chance to keep at this, but here we go. And when I became Pluto Man with an umlaut, Pluto Man, I deposited $40. That's what I did back in December, so just before Christmas, and it was weird. They give you this $30 bonus or something, which it's not just like $30 in cash. It's these like spin and go things. A little bit of cash, maybe some. I can't remember what it was, but 30. I think I got like 30 after playing all those spin and goes. I got like $32 back or something. So I actually got slightly more, like $2 or something like that. And so that gave me $72, and I've managed to run that up into, or 10 times that, right? So that's the number there, 733. I don't know. I think I was quite lucky at the beginning because I played these 330 and 550 badugi tournaments. I had some final tables at a 2nd place and a 5th place and a 3rd place or whatever, and I don't think I quite realised at that point how much of that was just running quite well. And since then, you know, I've run a lot worse. So I did have a couple of wins at the $3.30 somewhere along the line, which were nice as well, but not since about March, I think. I mean, I haven't played very many anyway, so. But most of the time, I'm out of here in no time. So, interesting. Well, so he's gone. So Vlad's gone now. There's no point in playing this. So yeah, I was happy to risk that. So let's go back to the hand in a minute. But I was going to say if and when I hit 750, my bankroll hit 750, I will start trying to play a few more tournaments at the moment. I probably play about 7 a week or something, maybe 8 or 9. If for whatever reason something cancels a lesson like today, because my evenings are always either I'm playing tennis or I'm teaching. So yeah, so I was glad I raised him there when I had that 3-2-1. It's tempting to just call there, isn't it? You know. Big hand 7-3-2-1. I'm going. Unfortunately, they see the big blinds. The blinds are just so big, they're massive. So just gotta sit tight here, as I said before. Kind of what I was going to say. Yeah, that guy before who... Oh no, it wasn't you. He seems fairly aggressive. I don't know. I still think I did the right thing, but with that 3-2-1 that I had there. Oh, well, okay. Now, I've got a decent 2-card hand here. He's raising, right? It'd be nice if you come in as well. I think I have to call here and take one off. Okay, now I actually have... Let's see what he does here, right? Have to call here. Unfortunately. Do I call here as well? That's the big question, isn't it? What's it? 1200 to call, right? Phew. Okay. Whoa! Okay, that's nice. That's nice. I have to make a decision. Wow. I'm gonna open this, right? Ah, bugger. Bugger! I think I have to just fold this. And I'm getting 6-1, but then I have to call another bet. If I hit a 3 card, then have to call another bet on the turn, which... Yeah, I have to let it go. I mean, that's just a bit unfortunate. He seemed to wake up with a pat badugi there. I mean, he could have had anything 6% of the time. I have to let this go, unfortunately. I mean, I would have raised my hand in his position, but it's the gap concept there, isn't it? Basically. So I was going to say when I hit 750, I'll try and beef things up a little bit. Maybe play some cash. Haven't played any cash for ages. No cash for like a really long time. And play maybe some late night tournaments. If I don't have to work early, if I don't have an early morning the next morning, because you just can't do that if you've got an early morning. Teaching, it's not like you're not working for an insurance company. My job actually matters. It's kind of interesting having a job that matters. It's cool. Yeah, raise this and cool. I mean, okay. See what people do here, right? That's good. Everybody behind me has got out of the way. Okay, I go 3-way here. Oh, no, he's pat. It's amazing, this, isn't it? I mean, now I'm going to have to fold, right? I don't have the odds. He could 3-bet this. He could be slow playing something. He's drawn 2. I mean, what's he got that? I mean, I'm probably drawing. I'm going to let it go. I mean, that's ridiculous. And he folds. Oh no! I mean, I didn't expect that. I mean, wow. Okay. So this last of all, I've had a couple of hands that haven't gone so well for me. So, just I'm 7-3 now. Cool. Oh well, I get another free look. I've had a lot of free looks. I completely brick, right? So that's that one out of the way. I mean, well, I wonder whether I should have called that flop bet, but drew 2, so I mean it was so weird. A lot of notes on this guy. Don't know him, bet for value. So obviously, I mean, oh, we've got another break. I didn't even notice that was coming up. So, well, I haven't got a lot of chips, but well, just do what you can, right? Anyway, I'll be back in 5 minutes.